Hey guys, Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I have two videos that I'm making back to back. The first is this one. It's going to be about WoodyCraft, and then if it gets 3,000 likes, or when it gets 3,000 likes, I think we can do that, I'll upload the second one. The first one's about WoodyCraft and the events and the things that we're doing soon. The second one is about career choices and advices. I've had this thought in my head to make this video for a while now about comp sci as a career, and I keep building it up to be this giant thing in my head that needs like super production values. And I watched these Vlog Brothers videos recently, and they do such an amazing job, and it got to be so big that I just never made the video. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to buckle down and do it, and step up production values over time. Anyway, so when this gets 3,000 likes, I'll make another video talking about what to do when you grow up. And that should satisfy both my Minecraft and my other viewers. So hopefully everyone's happy. Anyway, this video, rewind event, and what we've done in 2014. What's up, buddy? So I'm going to talk about the rewind event first. Look, here's the deal. It's January 2nd. It's at 3 p.m. It runs for 90 minutes. It's a parkour event. If you're familiar with speedrun on WoodyCraft, we have the best parkour plugin in the multiverse. We wrote it ourselves. And you go through, there's checkpoints and there's times. I think this course will take about 10 minutes to beat. I'm going to show it to you in this video. And if you're awesome, then you'll run it multiple times and go for the best time. If you're like me and you're not very good, then maybe you'll just be able to finish it in the 90 minutes. Everybody who plays, we'll look at all the lists, is eligible to win a prize. So all the people that can win prizes are anyone who's played in the last 4 events, anyone who spent $20 at the store, and I think that's it. So that's it. Just, and free to enter. Go ahead, play the game, and you'll get the choices. So that's a thing. I'm going to show you this course. I'm going to talk a little bit about the event, which again is January 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern time. One last thing. On January 1st, which is tomorrow as I make this video, if we hit 3,000 users, then we'll run a 40% off coupon on the 2nd. So that's a thing we're doing. I think we'll tweet that out. We've come close to 3,000 users for 3 days in a row today, including today. So if we break it tomorrow, we'll celebrate with a big coupon. And I don't know. It'd be neat to be a 3,000 user server. Best freaking server in the multiverse. So here, let's look at the course and let's talk about it. So it's parkour. God, it's raining. Come on now. Let's fix that. So this is our old hub. You'll go through this. When you see a pressure plate like this, then that's a checkpoint. And that way, if you fall off and die, you'll just sort of get teleported right back to this thing. Our parkour events tend to scale really well. We've done this before, so I expect it to be successful. And you can see there's checkpoints littered throughout this thing, so that if you're a frequent faller like me, you'll be fine. Let's talk about what's new at WoodyCraft. The Blitz game mode. Blitz game mode doesn't exist anywhere else in the multiverse, although I will say it's a lot like TNT Run. The difference between Blitz and TNT Run is that you have some power-ups, like in-game, if you win, you get points, or you can buy points. And then you can use those for like super jump sticks or blindness potions and stuff like that and impact your competitors. Also, on TNT Run, you just run over blocks and they disappear underneath you, whereas in Blitz, those blocks have different values. So you might take a risk and do parkour like jumping to get to emerald blocks instead of staying in these big safe clumps of coal blocks, because the emerald blocks are worth more points. It's pretty intuitive, like emerald's the best, then diamond, then gold, and all the way down to like iron and coal and stuff like that. So again, this is the course that you'll be running on January 2nd. January 1st, if we hit 3,000 users, big coupon. So Blitz is new. Kit PvP. We launched what we're aiming for the best kit PvP in the world. I think we're right about there. We have a pot kit PvP server. I think the map, no one comes close to the map build. Then we have this, dual system on it. It's put in a separate JVM, so these things never get laggy. And then in that, there's game battles like competition where, if I go against you and you're awesome and I suck and I beat you, then I get like a lot of points towards my ranking. If it goes vice versa and I suck and you beat me, but you're awesome, then it only helps you a little. Kind of like game battles where, if you pull off a big upset, it helps you a lot. If you win what you expected, it helps you a little. If you're both even, somewhere in between. But it has a pretty cool ranking system. And you have to see our kit PvP. There's no like typed commands, there's awesome GUI menus to help new players get familiar with everything. This is our Skyblock spawn. It's fairly new. We've had five new survival games maps this year. I think that's pretty cool. We're keeping that thing fresh. We launched Prison this year. We've even done a reset of that already. And our Prison server is pretty impressive. This is one of the builds that goes along with it. One of the things that we've done that no one else has done is we've divided it into 4 JVMs and then sync. Like as a player, you don't even know that you're across 4 servers. But what it means is that we can support a lot of players and it never gets laggy. So that's kind of cool. And then, although it was laggy when it first released, we had to buy bigger hardware to support all that stuff. But it turned out really well. So now we have one of the top Prison servers in the multiverse. I'm very proud of it. Factions. Lag. If there's one thing that we've done new in Factions, it's we fixed the lag. If you're an old Factions player, you might remember like what happened is in Factions, cannon technologies went insane. With these top cannons now, I'm proud if I can understand them, and I'm really impressed by the guys that have built them. But it got to be that they were firing like 80 to 180 TNT at the same time, sometimes over 200. And when it gets to that, our server wouldn't handle these giant cannons well at the same time, or pouring lava and water. Now, we kick ass. If there's one thing that we really focused on in 2014, it was fixing the lag and making the PvP experience much better, making the cannoning experience much better, stuff like that. We added Sell Hand, which I'm kind of proud has been copied by every other Faction server, I think. Once we added that, everyone was, couldn't live without it anymore, and I thought that was pretty cool. We have a 1v1 PvP area, so if people want to settle their differences via, me 1v1 on shipment, we've got that. We added some stuff that you don't see anywhere else. Our witch spawners drop potions and potions ingredients. We're going to actually buff that for the next reset based on player feedback. MCMMO has been enhanced. Like there are certain MCMMO things that just kind of suck that no one pays attention to, like alchemy maybe. And on our servers, alchemy now is impacted, like how long your potions last are impacted by your alchemy MCMMO. Salvage has made a return. The combat's been tweaked. We've done a lot of cool things. Temples. No one in the world has temples, or in the multiverse we say, has temples. It's kind of like King of the Hill. And it's just another way to encourage player interaction. I talk with my hands. And temples are awesome, dude. So it's like King of the Hill. Players battle for it. And then when you own a temple, you get access to better sell signs. And their factions come out of these. Things like cactus, gunpowder, etc. You can sell your stuff at higher prices because you own this King of the Hill. So it's just another reason and another place for the factions to fight each other, because factions is all about player-to-player interaction. Kind of like DayZ, right? If it wasn't for the other players, that game would be silly. So anyway, best faction server in the multiverse. Really proud of it. Skywars got a revamp. I think I just looked at the Skywars plugin. Not the plugin, but the lobby. We've added leaderboards. You can tell who's the best at every map. We've added Team Skywars, so you can play 3v3, v3. You can play 4v4. You can play 5v5. I hope I have all this right. And then, of course, you can play like a free-for-all version of Skywars. It's pretty cool. After you die, you can go back and you can spectate and watch how your team is doing, stuff like that. It's really pretty slick. This is the old Factions Ice lobby. Let's see what else is there's a new lobby. I think this thing ends with the new lobby, but we have the nicest middle spawn lobby thing in all of Minecraft. It's pretty cool. They work super hard on it, and I don't know, the way we do Minecraft, I'm kind of proud of. Like the idea is that everyone should wish they were working at WoodyCraft, and we handle that by treating everybody right. And yeah, so that's our objective in that thing, and I feel like it pays off. Like our staff is outstanding, and we get some really good stuff, like these builds you're looking at. And then in the lobby we added pets. You can have a pet. They don't do much, but it's kind of a prestige thing. And then in some of the pets fly, so you can see a different view of the lobby or go to places that other people can't. And then Parkour cosmetics. Like I have a fire trail wherever I walk, and it's nice. I like selling those things because I don't know, they're really optional. Like, if you want a little prestige in there, then it's not pay to win. When somebody buys a pet or a cosmetic, it supports the server without you know, without like impacting other people's player experience. But anyway, we have a whole new website. If you haven't seen the WoodyCraft.net website, it's a whole new design. It's really pretty slick. The TeamSpeak server was new this year. Skyblock has reset twice. Now we have the Nether. We're the only Skyblock server in the world that has end islands that go with it. They're really expensive. This is in-game money I'm talking about. So you have to grind and work quite hard to get to the end. And that's kind of a cool thing. But, you know, if you do that, then, you know, it's like a prestige thing. It's one of the ways that players keep score with each other, you know. And what is the end. I'm saying it right. The end, those portals, those blocks, the green and yellow ones, they're actually really expensive. And you need, I think, 9 of them. So it takes a while to grind your way all the way to having that much in-game money and buying those things. So Survival Civilizations, we have a townie-based survival server. That thing is new. Survival Infinite, I think that was reset this year. I have it on my list. We moved data centers, and creative is new. So our creative server, oh my gosh, you should see this thing. It's it's probably the most popular creative server in the world. Like, we frequently crack 600 players at a time on this thing. And thanks to our admin wizardry, it actually performs fairly well with 600 players. And but also there's a lot of builders on there, but then there are people who do like role-playing type stuff where, you know, they'll pretend to be like, this is the lobby I was talking about, that's so awesome. They'll pretend to be you know, pets or animals or husband and wife. So we added a marriage plugin to support those guys, Parkour cosmetics, so that when you run like fire trails like I talked before, and world edit, so you can world edit in our creative thing now for the actual builders. And yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. So now you've seen the event that happens on January 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And now you've heard about what's new at WoodyCraft over the last year. If this video gets 3,000 likes, then I will happily upload the next one I'm about to go make right now, talking about career choices and comp sci and things like that. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you on January 2nd. And again, if we crack 3,000 players tomorrow, then we'll run probably the biggest coupon we've ever ran in WoodyCraft history. So cool stuff. I hope you guys liked the video, and time for me to make another.